All right, so this is the requested AirPods Pro mic test. So I had a couple people request this, so here it is for you. So in diving into this, so I'm recording this right now on a Pixel 3 XL. I have found out, kind of through research and testing back and forth with my iPad, Android has some really weird limitations. So they limit recordings from Bluetooth at 8 kilohertz, and it's like mono only. So it's kind of weird. And I haven't found any programs to get around that. So it may just be a limitation of the Android operating system itself. So I'm going to actually go back and do another test with Pixel Buds 2s on my iPad as well as this. So you're going to see two videos for each device, one on Android, one on iOS, and you could see the difference. I think from now on, I might just record all of these tests on iOS. Not that I plan on giving up my Android phone anytime soon, but I think it gives a little bit of better quality for testing what I'm trying to test, which is background noise filtering. So let me know if you agree or disagree with that. Again, this is kind of for the community, not for me personally as much. So, what do you guys want? Do you think that's fair to just record it on the better quality platform for recording these Bluetooth headphones specifically? Or would you rather still hear it on Android, even if it is lower quality, because that's what you're going to hear on there? Just let me know. So anyway, moving on to the test. This is going to be dogs barking with the AirPods Pro, or the AirPod Pros. So here we go. All right, so this is dogs barking in the background. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Two blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to turn on the sound canceling or the noise canceling on this. I don't think it affects the microphones at all, but I just wanted to do a comparison with that, which is the dogs barking still in the background, just to see if this matters at all. All right, and I am now ending this test. Okay, now we have the kids test. So let me pull that up here. I'm going to have kids talking in the background. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Two blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The colt reared and threw the tall rider. All right, so that is ending the kids talking in the background test. We are now going to be doing music. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Two blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The colt reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning. All right, that is ending the music test. Now we're moving to TV. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Two blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The colt reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning. All right, that is ending the TV test. I have added a city noise test that we're going to be doing here. So here's the city noise test. All right, the small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Two blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The colt reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pressure. This is ending the city noise test. All right, now we're going to be doing the typing test. I'm changing that a little bit too. I have a test thing that has a bunch of different switches, Cherry MX switches, so we're going to try those. This is the Browns. All right, this is now Blues. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Sorry, I forgot to say something on the Browns. So the Browns again. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. And now this is the red linear switches. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. All right, so the typing test is now done. We're going to be doing a wind test now. This is going to be done with a Vornado little fan on my desk. And mostly I'm just trying to get air blowing in here to see how the wind noise is and read some of these lines. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. All right, so that is the wind noise test. Let's turn that off now. All right, and now let's do loud and quiet. So the other thing I wanted to test was dynamic range of the microphones. You know, if you're yelling as opposed to whispering, how it sounds. So I'm going to read 3 lines each at a loud volume and then a quiet volume. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. And now whispering. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. All right, ending that test. Now we're going to move on to the voice test. So having a voice to my right at 2 feet. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. All right, so now we are done with the voice test. I am now going to do the next test in my little home server room to see how it handles data center type noise. All right, so now I am in my home server room. I'm standing between a 1U Arista switch and a Supermicro. It is pretty loud in here. So if this noise gets filtered out, that is awesome. That would really be helpful. All right, ending this test. Thank you all for listening. So yeah, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Again, leave comments, like and subscribe if you like this content. I also have a Patreon if you want to fund these efforts to review these devices. I have 0 plans at the moment and never intend to get sponsored or have devices given to me. And the reason for that is I want this to be, untainted by that. So these are going to be things that I purchase or borrow only that I review. So, again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.